Hello and welcome to this part of programming tutorial in which we will deal with the regular expressions of scanf as I had told in my last tutorial. So um, this is all copy from the previous one, sorry about that. Okay, so as we know that scanf cannot take spaces in its input, right? That's a big problem. So how do we fix that? So here is the fix. This is a regular expression which tells that you read till you hit backslash new line, which is your enter key. So that is simply compile and run this. So it is waiting for our input, which I gave my name. So okay, so it worked, right? So that's how we print this. Okay, now we need this getChar to eat up that backslash n which comes in stream last. Now suppose if we want to take only numbers and white spaces, so how our regular expression would look like? It will be 0 to 9 and then space, and then see how it works. So you need to compile again and then you need to run again. I'll give you numbers and then space and numbers. So it prints that also. Okay. So the first one was for the first one, the second one actually printed the same str. So I didn't run it well actually. So this is the first scanf and then the second scanf. And now if you type some characters, see what is the output. It rejects the moment the regular expression fails. Rest of the input will be rejected. So you see carefully, our regular expressions include 0 to 9 and then space. So suppose if we want to read only hex numbers, so our regular expression would look something like this. So now this will read only hex numbers. So for example, the first one remains same. Now we input something like this, it will take. But if you want to input some random string, it won't take. What it will do, it will print the previous str. It is not taking the new input in the str. Okay. So far so good. We revert it to original. And then we have another get see char. Actually we don't need to do this. We can read this here. So then you won't need to do this get char. Now many in many countries you have got numbers which contain commas, so that's how we will read 0 to 9 and then comma. Easy, right? Okay, so this goes for first scanf and then this goes for second. Oops, I think I missed this. Okay, let's try again. Mash the code. So this is for first, this is for second. Okay, it is not reading for the third one for some apparent reason. Okay, so this scanf is actually okay. Let's put the getChar. Okay, it was missing. Okay, funny. So this is for second, so it will read only the second part. Okay, so backslash n is still not being filtered, as I see. That is why it is not taking that. Okay, now another problem is that this remains in stream. So you see what happens here is this is our input for first and then we have this for second. Now it will read this much for second. O will be rejected because O is not part of that regex, and O is not also part of the third. So it will read this much for the third, and then 93 is being printed for the third. So you see what's going on, right? Okay, make sure you understand this. Now I'll give it proper input and we'll get proper output. And then we have our number with commas. I know there are thousands and then you give comma, but that's how it works. Now suppose you want to read a textual paragraph, then you have got only alphabets, possibly digits also, and then you got comma, period, semicolon, exclamation mark, question mark. That very much covers everything in a paragraph. So that's how we read that. Now make sure you give proper input, otherwise whatever will remain in the buffer will be fed back to next scanf. So be very careful regarding this. Or the other way is to flush it. That we'll see later. How do you flush your stream? Okay, so 3 are gone. So now we can input a paragraph in this. So we can write something like this, and then we can have numbers also. So you see how you can use regular expressions of scanf to do various things and various restrictions on your input. That will be all for now from scanf. There are more ways, but we'll see those later when appropriate time comes, but possibly when we deal with advanced techniques of C programming. Till then, enjoy.